Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Today we are going to be painting a loose flower bouquet using watercolor. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so for our loose floral bouquet, we are using Arteza cold press watercolor paper. It's 140 pounds and 100% cotton. I'm going to use, actually I'm not going to use that. This here is the backing of these pads. I like to use them to tape smaller sheets on so that I can move it around, but I don't need it for this one. Have the Winsor Cotman watercolors. I've got a towel, 2 cups of water, my size 6 round Princeton Heritage brush, and I think that's it. So I've already wet my paints, and I think I'm just going to start off with, I'm going to do a pinky purple. So I've got some permanent rose here with what was in the palette already, which was deoxazine purple. Okay, adding some water to that. A little bit more permanent rose. Water. Okay. So the good thing about flowers and loose flowers, you don't have to worry about being perfect. You don't have to worry about the petals being the perfect shape or all the same. You kind of just put your brush down on the paper, make a stroke, and you can call it a petal. And you just make a few, add them together, and then you got yourself a flower. Okay, so I'm just going all around an imaginary stamen here. I turn my page. Okay, just like that. You can go in and maybe with some more of the deoxazine purple and just add it in different areas just to add a darker color in there. I'm just doing it at the tip here, maybe some at the base. Actually might. There we go. Just drawing little lines towards the center. Do another one over here. And I'm not worrying about the white spaces. I like the effect that it gives. Move my paper. Okay, here we go. Let's add a bit of deoxazine purple. Like that. And then we'll add the stamen in once it's dried completely. Let's do some, actually let's do cadmium red deep hue. Now we'll try and do a rose. Roses for me are hard. Roses and peonies, they're hard for me and give me difficulty sometimes. Those are more the ones that I find I'll need to practice, but they're still fun to do. So just like doing lines kind of in a circle all around, and then you just slowly make them a little bit thicker around, and then it slowly gets thicker and thicker. And it's okay to leave white space in the, you don't want it to be completely like a red circle. The white space shows that you've got different layers of petals, which is nice. Okay, and you can also go in if you wanted and just add more color in the middle, because usually in a rose, because it's so tight in the center that it's darker, and then it fans out. I think I want to add, I'm going to just do permanent rose. Good thing about painting flowers too and really loose, you don't really have to worry about if it's an actual flower, what type of flower. You can kind of just make them up as you go. I think I might add a little bit of purple lake to this. Just the bottom part. Go. And maybe I'll do some more over here. You can also do, have the paint on your brush and then just dab it into the water, brush off the excess, and just have lighter shades as well. So then I'm going back in with the purple lake. That's a bit too much water. Okay. Kind of want to add some yellow. Yeah. think I want to add some yellow up here. So I've got my lemon yellow hue. And I think I'm going to be something similar than this, but smaller. Actually, you know what I do? I'm going to do 4 petals, but small. Just like that. But like these ones, it's going to be on, like it's going to be one plant, one branch. And we'll add that in after. Like that. Okay, so now I want something there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I do want something here. I could try and do another rose. Or could try and do like that. What color do I want to do though? Maybe another, like a light yellow, but slightly darker than that. So I got some lemon yellow and cadmium yellow. I think I'm gonna do. Just like that. Okay, and I think I'm going to go in more with just the cadmium yellow. And add those lines in the center. So that petal there is just showing that it's kind of, the flower's facing in a downward position. It's not like these where it's facing out. Just adding some line detail to this. Okay. You can also go in and do that with the others as well. Take some, maybe some Purple Lake and Deoxysine Purple together for this. And I'm just going to try and outline the actual petal, and then not completely outlining it, but just showing some of the outlines, and then I'm just adding line detail in the center. Okay. And then see if I can cover this one. So I'm just using the permanent rose just right from the paint. I'm not wetting it. Okay. For the rose, actually, you know what? I kind of want to change and add just a bit darker like this one. And for the rose, we can go in with the cadmium red deep, just right from there. Add in. No, I'm not doing the whole petal, I'm just doing the edge here. And that's all I'm going to do for that. I can actually do a little bit more now that this is dry of the cadmium yellow. Okay. And now I think what we'll do is we'll use the cadmium yellow for this, and I'm just going to do just in the center here. So I'm going to wait for that to dry before I go in and do the stamens on these 4 flowers. Let's try and get the color for the stems. So I like sap green, and I also like Hooker's dark green mixed with cadmium yellow hue. So I think what I'll do is do these ones with the Hooker's green and yellow. turn it. Like that. Make some more. Okay, so just adding leaves. Wherever we feel they should be. What's nice with leaves is you can use them to fill up the white space as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it, actually you know what, I'm going to add it's too watered down. Maybe I'll add for here. There. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some burnt umber to that mix of Hooker's dark green and the cadmium yellow hue. And I'm going to use that, I made like a dark olivey green. I'm going to use that for the stem of these. Like that. Okay. And again on this one. That. Okay. What kind of leaves do we want on these ones? Okay, I think maybe for the leaves, what do I want? I don't know. Kind of want to make this stem a little darker though. I think maybe just add in here like that. So I'm just using the side and tip of the brush there just to add little marks as little tiny leaves. Okay, maybe I need a little bit right here. Okay, so now I want to do a darker green for the rose, and I think I'm just gonna stick with just a hooker's green. Okay. I like to add some lines coming out just because rose leaves can be spiky. Right, and then we've just got this one here, and use this sap green. I think I'm going to add some of the burnt umber to this as well, but I think I want it a bit darker, like more brown. Okay. So now I'm going to, it should be there. And then it's just, again, you're just attaching lines, like little branches to it. Like that. What kind of leaves do we want? I think maybe I'll just do like this effect but on the stems instead of adding more. Like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some black, and I'm just gonna tap a couple dots in the center of these. Like that. And I'll do the same for here, but a little bit bigger. Okay, and again for the yellow flower. Like that, okay? So there's a fun, loose flower bouquet. We've got a couple different flowers here. They're not fully representing any specific flower. You know, you got like a rose and that, but you can adjust it and make it how you want. Add details, do different colors, but colors that go well with each other, and adding leaves in to fill in the white spaces. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you give it a try, please tag me in it. I'd love to see it. Leave me some comments if you have any tips. I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.